Will that come in the form of Ben Simmons? Let's find out as Woj jumps in with us here, our insider extraordinaire, Adrian Wojnarowski. Woj, what is the latest on the status of Ben Simmons?
Greeny, Ramona Shelburne and I have some more detail about that lower back injury and a timeline for Ben Simmons' return. What has kept Ben Simmons out of the lineup, unable to get back on the court for the Nets? It's an irritation of the L4 disc in his lower spine. Ben Simmons has been able to have a couple good days and then a setback and then a reset. And so he had an epidural yesterday while the team was in Orlando. And sources tell Ramona Shelburne and I that the hope now is that the Nets can get Ben Simmons back for, we're told, a couple of games before the playoffs. So you're looking potentially April 8th, April 10th, Cleveland, Indiana, both at home. In that neighborhood before the Nets are very likely headed into the play-in, where they're going to have to play and win immediately to advance into the Eastern Conference playoffs. So Ben Simmons continues with his irritation in his lower back. There is still hope and some optimism that he will be back in this regular season, able to play in the playoffs. But right now they're still working, the Nets doctors and Ben Simmons, on finding some consistency in that lower back that will allow him to be able to stay on the court and not be on and off. And that's what's been going on so far, with that irritation in the L4 disc in his lower back.
Woj, outstanding as always. Thank you very much. As I bring it back to the group here, Sunday, April 10th is the last day of the regular season. Again, they're at home. So we're talking about Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving very unlikely to be on the court together at all before the playoffs, and then we'll see from there. So Stephen A., how do we describe the pressure that is on Kevin Durant at this point to carry this team sometimes completely by himself?
Well, the bottom line is there's immense pressure on him, but the biggest pressure on him is him to ingratiate himself with the mayor of New York so he can lift this mandate. That's really where the pressure lies, rather than calling him out and potentially exacerbating the situation where you irritate him and he's not inclined in any way to appease you in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. Take the brother out to dinner. You got enough money. Treat him. Send a chauffeur to get him. Take a trip to Gracie Mansion. Do something, all right, to get this man on your side to lift this ridiculous mandate, because you've got no shot without the services of Kyrie Irving, okay? That's what you need. If you don't have Kyrie Irving, the Brooklyn Nets, I don't believe, are going past the first round.
To be clear, you're saying that if Kyrie Irving is only eligible to play in road games, you don't think the Nets even win a playoff series?
I don't believe so.
What do you think of that, Michael Wilbon?
Well, look at the series they would have to win. If they get in through the play-in,
right,
then we're talking about, what are they, 7th or 8th?
Yes.
I mean, so they're playing a 1st or 2nd seed.
That's right.
And I'm leaning toward exactly what Stephen A. said. This is the most fascinating situation we have ever seen going into a postseason, if it indeed holds and we go in this way. In all the time I've been watching the playoffs, which is longer than all of you, this is amazing. And threatening the mayor of New York is not the way to go.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously, do you owe us because what? Because we're more famous than you? Because we're ballers and you're supposed to do what we want you to do? That's not going to get it done.
Jalen, without Kyrie in 7 of 7 games, 4 out of 7 games of Kyrie against Miami or Milwaukee or Philadelphia, do you like the Nets or no?
I like the Nets to be a first-round exit. Based on what you guys just said. And I want to go back to your original question. How much pressure is on KD? I got a secret for y'all. None. KD's pressure is when he left OKC to go to the Warriors. That's when he felt pressure. After he won those 2 finals MVPs, pressure's off. That's why he left the Splash Brothers. And this is what he wanted, to be with the Nets. He understands Kyrie's a part-time player. He clearly let us know that he's not going to try to talk him in to being a full-time player. No pressure.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.